All right, we are live. Welcome back to the Spin and Backfist MMA show for Tuesday, September 30th, almost into October already, almost on to UFC 320. It is Robbie Fox, Jack Mack, and Big Ev back as always. And we've got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we'll be talking UFC 320. And if we're talking UFC 320, we should talk about DraftKings. They've got an amazing deal this weekend. In the Octagon, everything can change in a heartbeat. One punch, one choke, one shock that nobody saw coming. And at UFC 320, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, puts you right in the middle of it all. Every strike, every submission, every upset. It's going to be a great card. We're going to break it all down later on. It's Ankalaev versus Pereira 2, headlining a stacked night of fights. And with DraftKings Sportsbook, the intensity of the UFC is right at your fingertips. From takedowns to tap outs to the live thrill of live betting. Every fight is packed with opportunity. New customers, this one is just for you. Bet $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get paid out $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code BACKFIST, BACKFIST. That is code BACKFIST to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. It's going to be a good card. Very much looking forward to it.
Yeah. Great fight weekend. Obviously, PFL on Friday is going to be phenomenal. We had an interview with Corey Anderson. Going to put some clips out, but if you want to see it in full, it's on our channel, obviously. Yep. And then that's a great fight card. Obviously, the rematch of Paul Hughes, Usman Nurmagomedov. The Corey Anderson fight is great. The Tukov fight against Lobov is off, unfortunately. But yeah, no, outside of that,
Sergio Pettis, Magomedov.
Great fights.
Honestly, Archie Colgan, JJ Wilson, great fight.
Really phenomenal. PFL it's in this weird transition stage right now, and it was the stage that a lot of us fans wanted. And there's some growing pains to make it more, not to say it wasn't legit, but it's like, okay, you brought everybody over from Bellator. You were still doing the season, which made sense, but who are the champions? But it seems like they're really zoning in, eyeing in, and focusing in on what the future is going to be. And this is a huge step towards it. And there's some interesting fights in the future of the PFL too. So it's going to be, this feels like a big moment for them. And if they have a great card on Friday afternoon going into UFC 320, I think they can build some momentum. And maybe we see PFL kind of have a second kind of run at things.
Absolutely. I hope so. It's one of those things where if the PFL getting better helps everyone, helps MMA in general.
I love that they're doing it on Friday. Don't be smart. Don't compete with the UFC in terms of the timing slot. Don't compete with college football in America. Friday, it's yours. There's not there's just playoff baseball beyond during the. Actually, I don't even know if there will be playoff baseball during the day. There may be, but regardless, Friday, your day. It starts at 11:30 on the East Coast. That's your day. I think it's smart. And it's a great card.
Absolutely. Great card for UFC 320. We had a pretty good card this past weekend. Olberg and Reyes. It was decent. Unfortunately, the Dominic Reyes title run came to an end. Olberg is just that guy. He touched him and dropped him pretty quickly. And Reyes just kind of looked hesitant.
Pray for our admin.
Yeah. Our new admin, MMA Thanos, just ever since he took over the account, his favorite fighters just keep getting starched. I guess Cody Garbrandt did not get starched, but he just got dominated. He loves Cody. I've never seen somebody love Cody Garbrandt more than MMA Thanos. He is the biggest Charles fan I've ever seen. And then I didn't know this, but he just loves Dominic Reyes. And I sent him a text after. I was like, bro, you may have cursed all of your favorite fighters.
And I was going to say, forget the Nina Drama curse. It's the MMA Thanos curse.
And it's not only just knockouts, no TKOs. These are flash knockouts. These guys are going to sleep.
Flush. No doubters. No controversy on these stoppages.
And you'll know who his favorite fighters are because if someone loses, he'll just tweet, "No, Dominic." I was like, bro, we have no connection to Dominic Reyes. We wish him nothing but the best, but like, there's no like.
I actually appreciate it because I think a lot of us had a little bit of that in them, but I feel like the fight went basically exactly as I expected it to go. I thought maybe like go a little longer, but not a lot longer. I pretty much, I just thought it was a horrible matchup for him.
Did Dominic even land a punch?
I don't think so. Not really.
He was so like trepidatious. You could see his body language wasn't good in the first round either. I mean, the only round.
It's just like he's just a better striker. Oberger's just a cleaner, just like better striker, better defensively sound.
Maybe earned himself a title shot. Probably did.
Oh, they are. We'll obviously get into it later, but if Pereira wins this fight, they are literally dreaming to make Oberg Poatan.
Oh yeah.
Like Poatan getting another striker, they like sign them up right away. Although the winner of, the problem is he already fought them. If I think if Ankalaev wins, they probably do the winner of Yuri Roundtree. But I think if Poatan, I think if you're Oberg, you're rooting for Poatan here because I think that's a fight they'd love to make.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's also like that's the money fight, obviously. Like those two. I mean, Oberg is very marketable. As Jack put it last week, he might be the most attractive man on earth.
Hey, there was a woman.
You see woman? I saw that. Yeah.
He asked. She was like, "Are you intimidated
Dominic
by
Reyes,
how good looking he is?" I was like, "Guys, I'm telling you, that guy is a good-looking guy."
No, but that was needless to be said. You said he was just the best-looking guy. Period. Not even MMA. You said he just was the greatest-looking human walking this earth. Listen, he's very handsome. No shame in his game. He's definitely better looking than me. I'll tell you that.
But. Same here. Yeah. And then the Magny fight was just crazy. The ref called a stoppage and then said, "Actually, no. I was just saying the round is over," which he very clearly wasn't just saying that.
Where are we at on Magny was out, right? Like he went out for a second. 100%. Right?
I think he might have the arm fallen like that was enough to justify the referee's decision, I think.
There's no like for him to just I listen, I didn't train in jiu-jitsu and all that. If someone wants to like come and correct me, I'm all for it. I'm no like expert. But just the way his arm went so like in such a limp fashion.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he like pulled it, like it just looked like it just like tailed off in the fashion that someone would be going to sleep. And I think that's so unfair to Matthews.
For him to be awake. Immediately he was awake and like what the fuck just happened. He was very aware of what happened.
You see that happen.
But again, I saw what the ref saw. I was like, okay, he's out.
One thing that I will say with 100% fact, the adrenaline dump from thinking you won and then having to go back and fight the next is like, I thought Matthews handled it he had a nice second round. Obviously Magny took over in the third, but like, I don't blame Matthews at all for that loss. I think they'll overturn it to a no contest. Obviously, it stinks for him because it's like if he won that and he really was going out and the ref called it the right way, that's a huge win for him, gets the win bonus. And then on top of it, that's like it's like fourth or fifth straight win. It's a huge win for him. But no, the adrenaline dump from winning must be crazy.
Crazy. And it's the complete opposite for Magny. He's like, holy shit, second life. Like, and it became such a weird scenario that I don't see any other scenario other than a no contest going forward.
Also, it's when he put his arm out like that, and before it kind of went like a little limp, it seemed like he was almost thinking about coming over to just go like to tap. Now, obviously, you can't judge a fight on someone who's about to tap, but it did feel like that's not a natural movement that you would do just for no reason. Because it wasn't like he was going like this to the ref where he's like, no, I'm good. Yeah. But really just brutal situation. Unlucky too for Matthews, because I think if it was 6 seconds longer, the fight just would have been called.
Yeah.
The
fact that it was at the buzzer is what caught like. Because the ref really, that's what annoyed me about it, is that the ref basically just was like, oh, I fucked up. I guess I'll just like act like I didn't call it off.
him being like, the round is over. I said the round is like, what? No,
Yeah,
you were like this.
we all saw it. Like we all know
Yeah.
you stopped the fight because he was going limp.
Bro didn't know there was cameras there. He had no idea.
Yeah, like oh god, we all saw it. No,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a no contest, but it just like it was one of those when Matthews got tapped, it just felt like weird.
I know.
Like it just was like this guy just got fucked. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I think it's gonna be a no contest.
News wise, what else was there that no, I don't think they will.
I probably not, but
it's such a like I don't want to say it was boring. It's just like so grappling heavy. It's
yeah.
Like I don't mind if they ran it back. I'd be like, okay, fun. Like it's like I will say it was a closer fight than -3. I don't know though.
Like he was in that first round, he was in some dominant positions.
Yeah, I guess -380 looking back on it, maybe a little bit less, but it wasn't like, and it's also really hard to say what would have happened if the ref didn't fuck it up like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but classic Neil Magny, he just finds ways to win, man.
It's insane. People,
I swear, every show I do, I got flies in the room. This is fucking crazy.
I've been seeing the maybe it was just Anik. I saw a clip. I've been seeing with Magny the Hall of Fame discussion thrown around.
Well, doesn't he have like the most wins?
I think he has like I think he might now have the most wins. Maybe I think he passed GSP for most wins in UFC history. Pretty crazy.
I almost think that's worthy of the Hall of Fame itself. Of like, yeah, you have a record that crazy, you almost have to be. And I know it's a much different like record than even GSP's because of the wins and losses, but the longevity is crazy. Yeah, like we had the discussion with Jim Miller, and I'm to believe Jim Miller's got to be in it, but Magny is like almost more impressive.
And also Magny, to be like not to disrespect him, like he's never got even really like that close to a title shot.
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
Like I don't think he's ever been closer than like 2 away. You know what I mean? Like, what's the highest ever been ranked? Like 8, 7.
I mean,
maybe?
he truly had
5. I think he's
been top 5 that high, maybe
a lot, but like I'm talking 2017, maybe 2018.
So after he came into the UFC, he lost pretty early on. He actually lost, he lost 2 of his first 3 fights, but then he went on a winning streak. He won, including over Kelvin Gastelum and some other fighters. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 out of 9, and he got a finish over Hector Lombard in 2016, and then he fought Lorenz Larkin at UFC 202, Diaz McGregor 2, and he may have been ranked pretty high there. He lost that fight though.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I just see because it's funny because I always see DC arguing against it. Like he's anti-pioneer journeyman.
I get it.
I feel like you put it, there's a spot in the Hall of Fame for them. It's maybe not the same wing as champions, but like MMA is the most passes people by quickly sport. To counter that and to fight for as long as he had and maintain that level, I think is like there's something to that.
Because he's also a guy who like he's not like pioneer for him would probably he's a little late to be like pioneer.
Yeah, I wouldn't
like
say
like a Jim Miller was there like a little earlier, so he more has like that kind of claim. But like Magny's kind of like I think the sports now it's been around long enough where you have a guy like Magny who like has the most wins, but he's been like like a fringe like. Spent most of his career in that like 10-ish range in the division.
He's like one of the best gatekeepers of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's such a tough fight.
What else news-wise do we want to get into before we get into this card?
BSD against Beneil at UFC 322 MSG. Should be great. That's Evan and I were talking about it. Low-key a tough fight for BSD. Now, obviously, Beneil's getting up there in age, but if Beneil doesn't let BSD get the takedowns going, it's gonna be a rough night for BSD. But all in all, great fight. And it's a great one added to a card that's shaping up to be really, really good.
Yeah.
I think it's a banger card. That's what I said to Jack. I think it's just a fascinating matchup because like we've seen like obviously BSD wants to come forward with a lot of guys, like he wants to grapple like aggressively, like jiu-jitsu, like no one's really been able to do that to Beneil like ever. Like, I mean, Gamrod couldn't do it. Like, I mean, he was doing it to Moicano or anything. Like, I said to Jack Lee, I mean, even the Moicano fight, like, he won literally 14 minutes of the fight. He got clipped in the first round, got dropped in a round that he was winning like solidly, and just got clipped at the end of it. Like, I think it's fascinating. I think if BSD got up to like a pretty sizable favorite here, like I would be on Beneil probably. Because I think he's got a path. It's just his chin you worry about. But that's what I said to Jack too. Like whenever you see Beneil win, it's usually because his chin gets clipped. Like he doesn't usually
BSD
get,
the guy that's going to be able to do that. I think.
Yeah, like he doesn't get mauled. Like BSD's capable of it, but he's not a guy. You never really see Beneil just get like mauled like anywhere. Like he gets clipped and he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So I mean that could happen, but I think he's super live. Like I think he's got a. Like I think he could win a decision. Like I think he could grind it out. Like.
Oh yeah,
I think it's just an awesome fight, like a perfect fight to be on the main card at the Garden.
Will that kick off the main card? Do you think?
Probably. It depends.
They love putting that. Like I think Chandler's kicked off the main card a couple times.
Because I could see either that, or I could easily see it being like the fight under the two title fights too.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Because I mean, it's a fight where like the winner of that fight again is getting propelled up to like a huge lightweight fight.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like BSD's back, or like if not, like Beneil's would be on a nice little run if he was able to pull it off. Yeah. But it's an awesome fight for that card. Banger fight, great matchup, good matchmaking.
Yeah. What else did we tweet about? Zuffa Boxing got a deal with Paramount. Oh, Jack was frozen. He's back.
Sorry. Yeah, no, like you were saying, Zuffa Boxing. We'll see. Like, but are they working together with Ring?
I think so. Yeah. Because Dana had quotes this week that people hated about the Ali Act. He said that they're not going to change it, but they're going to add to it. And people were like, well, that sounds like you're changing it. But he said fighters are going to have the option to fight under the original Ali Act or his. There's only going to be like, one streamlined title through Ring Magazine. And Zuffa, I think, is still going to be kind of a feeder to that big level system, kind of like the Dana White's Contender Series type thing. Still hard to like visualize all of this until it happens.
Well, he said he wanted to do like the Contender Series model.
Yeah.
Which I think makes a lot of sense. Like I just love what he's doing with it. But I guess, like you said, we'll have to see kind of what it like looks like. But I think that's a good model for what he's trying to build. Because he's trying to build like homegrown stars.
It's going to be interesting to see him going between this slap fighting and MMA. Like, how much of his time is he dedicating to Zuffa Boxing going forward?
Fair. I guess I think if he doesn't, he probably just doesn't need to do as much of the like I wonder if he'll like not do as many like have Anik do more press conferences and like that kind of thing. Like not like maybe he doesn't need to get there. You know what I mean? Till like Friday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Obviously, that's all up to him and like whatever stuff he needs to do during the week. But
of course,
obviously, like that stuff's going to take up. But I also feel like he tries to like integrate them together. Like he tries to stop fighting like Friday night of like a big card like in Vegas. So I wonder if maybe he'll just try to do that with Zuffa too. Like try to do those like when he's not doing slap fighting, do like Friday night fights kind of thing. Contender
slap
series
fighting Thursday, boxing Friday. Yeah, something like that.
Because the same way he tries to get like influence and stuff to like power slap, I think it'd be very easy to say, let me get like 10 boxers who I know are going to meet in the middle and bang, pause.
Yeah.
And then just like have 5 like six boxing fights.
That would be sick. I mean, like International Fight Week used to be loaded with cards. I remember they're like we would have the Ultimate Fighter finale on Friday before the actual card on Saturday, and it was awesome. It was like back-to-back nights of fights, great cards. It was incredible. I would like to get back to something like that.
Yeah, I could definitely see him doing that.
Agreed.
Anything else before we get into UFC 320?
I'm trying to think if anything else big really happened. Nothing crazy. I mean, just normal McGregor shit. It's the same. It's going to be the same every week. He wants a lot of money. Shocking. He wants a lot of money to fight in the White House. Yeah. I mean, Rousey gets thrown around. Like, the same shit.
We'll see. Rousey training footage. Before we get into UFC 320, let's also remind everyone about New Amsterdam Vodka. We absolutely love New Amsterdam Vodka, and this episode is brought to you by New Amsterdam. It's the official vodka of Barstool Sports, the official vodka of the UFC, and in our opinion, the official vodka of winning. It's a champion vodka. You match it up against any other vodka out there, and it is a TKO for New Amsterdam. Actually, it's just a KO, straight KO. Just like we were saying with the admins, boom, it's knocking them out. So whether you're catching the pay-per-view at your favorite bar or hanging at home listening to us talk about it, celebrate your wins with the insanely smooth New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins with New Amsterdam. Pup Punk is on tour right now. We're going down to Fred's in like 10 days. It's going to be a blast. We'll be having the New Amsterdam and the Pink Whitney flowing.
Fred's is awesome. New Amsterdam is awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited to get back down to Baton Rouge, back down to Dustin Poirier, Daniel Cormier country in Louisiana. All right, let's pull up the DraftKings odds now for UFC 320. MMA odds. I've got like a much larger page than I normally have now. All right. We kicked the card off with Brogan Walker versus Veronica Hardy. Veronica Hardy is a minus 650 favorite. Is she the biggest favorite on the card?
Has to be,
right?
I think now the Gaudier fight got canceled, unfortunately. Now she is.
Yeah.
He was. Gaudier was. That was the Gaudier's fight with Ozzy Diaz was the most like, hey, Gaudier, we like you. This is a big card. Let's let you just murder someone inside 2 minutes and get everyone really excited about you. Like him, that matchmaking after what he's done in the UFC so far is crazy, but I respect it. It's marketing. Unfortunately,
I guess so. Yeah,
he's minus 1,000. I think he should have been minus like that. He wasn't losing that fight unless he broke his leg on a banana peel. Like there was no way he was winning that fight with ease, like 100 times out of
100. I mean, I think Veronica Hardy wins this fight maybe 95 times out of 100. She's just looked great recently.
Yeah, I think she's going to win. I think this is like this is a hard fight to bet because I think she's going to win. But
it's a stay away fight.
I'm not going to lay it. I'm not even going to like parlay it or anything. It's not worth it.
No.
Maybe fight doesn't go.
Brogan Walker is also just Brogan Walker's not great.
Yeah, maybe if fight doesn't go, it's like a big number. I always get intrigued by it. Under 2.5 plus 190. If she's that big of a favorite, she should be able to finish or close to it. If you really think that, if they really think that, so I mean, but not really anything confident. Other than that, she's probably just going to
win. Yeah, it's kind of like, is it worth a Brogan shot because you're looking at Veronica Hardy and she's minus 650 in the UFC, possibly, but Brogan's kind of like this bad grappler, and like Veronica kind of has her covered. This fight's not very good, to be honest.
Yeah. Then we move on to Ramiz Brahimaj versus Austin Vanderford, Mr. Van Zant. Vanderford minus 290, Brahimaj plus 235. Mr. Van Zant looked pretty good in his last fight. Got attacked afterwards.
Yeah. Got attacked by the guy who's fighting in the next fight.
Oh, shit, yeah. We'll see if they could coexist this week in any hotel confrontation or whatever.
I kind of think it's a big number on Brahimaj. I think it's a little too pricey. Like I understand Vanderford being the favorite. I think that's fair, warranted. But Brahimaj is like he's shown the choke he had, I think it was Billy Golf in his last fight was incredible. Like he's very opportunistic. Like good submission. I think his hands have gotten better over the years. Like the loss to Garimbo wasn't great. So I'm like that like is worrisome about how that fight kind of played out. But I think plus 235 is like too big. Like, I'll be on Brahimaj at that number.
Yeah. I see the point. I mean, Vanderford, like, if I was looking at this, I don't think it's out yet on DK, but Brahimaj round 1, I think is very possible. Brahimaj, a lot of Vanderford's losses were round 1 in his past. And Brahimaj is a quick starter, could find a choke, could even find like maybe a ground and pound or even a flash KO. That'd be pretty unlikely. But if the number's good, it's intriguing. The later the fight goes, I think it favors Vanderford. But that choke that Brahimaj has, like Ev said, is really dangerous and could change the fight like that at any point. Vanderford, in theory, should be able to avoid it, but that's MMA.
Then we've got his last opponent, who we mentioned, Veretennikov versus Soriano. Soriano minus 290, Veretennikov plus 235. Would you guys take a shot on Veretennikov here?
I've been thinking about it just because like I could see Veretenikov's weird because like he's not like super high volume. Like I feel like he's found himself like his last 2 fights, for example, like Prado and then Danny Barlow, I think was his last 2. Or no, he had Vanderford, I'm sorry, but then Barlow was big before that. Like the Barlow fight was like it was a split. It was super like kind of like low volume. And I could see something like that kind of playing out here. Like Soriano, I think will more like go for it than that. Like he's a big power puncher. But I could see a world where they're both kind of like maybe land something early. They're kind of afraid, or maybe even don't afraid of each other's power a little bit. Like it kind of end up being like a weird fight like that. Like that wouldn't shock me. And if it's just like a close striking fight on the feet, then like plus 235 or what is it right now is like, or what is it, 225 is like a pretty like it's decent, but I'm not the most confident. I guess I'm more just like trying to paint the picture of like his path that I think is like somewhat realistic. I think it's I kind of think it's like a dog or pass. Like I don't feel super confident Soriano, but at the same time, like he's super powerful and he could always just like land something big. But Veretenikov's a pretty good striker, so I kind of like the dog side if I had to.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take. I'm not a big fan of Nikolai, but Soriano at this price is, like I've said, it's a tough click. So probably pass on this one. But if I had to, Soriano. Right now, looking at it, you obviously have Soriano. It's under 1.5 plus 135. Maybe the fight doesn't go isn't awful when that gets released by DK. There could be some violence here. Both kind of lend towards a violent fight, and both have finished individuals. So I think this isn't a bad fight though. I think this could be kind of a weird war, a decent fight.
And we've got the return of Patchy Mix against Jacob Wickless, who I believe is making his debut, right?
Yep.
Polish guy. What do we know about Jacob? How do we feel about Patchy Mix's odds? Obviously, seems like a big step down in competition from Mario Batista.
So he's like how it's been described to me and how I've seen people just talk about him. He's like the Charles Oliveira of like Poland. He's like he'll be losing until he wins. He just finds ways to win. And he's an exciting fighter. But Ev and I were talking about this. I think Patchy has him covered. When you're fighting and this is like KSW, I believe that's where he's coming from, is a great promotion, and it's no disrespect to KSW, but the guys you're fighting over there are not going to compare to who you like a Patchy Mix. And I don't think he's going to be able to find like a choke on Patchy. I think Patchy will be almost better than him almost everywhere. It's only 3 rounds. I think and Patchy knows he has to kind of not put on a show here, but I think he knows he gets a nice win here. He's back on track. And you're kind of buying low on Patchy because the Mario Batista loss is really not that brutal. I mean, Mario Batista is just really damn good. And and Patchy had a tough night. It didn't seem like he could get going. Mario just looked great on the feet. And I think here, Patchy's like, hey, I want to get my first UFC win. And I think it gets here. He's a good parlay piece. I think if you want to take him straight, I don't know if I'd take him to find a finish, But obviously, looking at this, over 2.5, minus 166. But this guy does kind of allow other, like Patchy actually could find a finish here. Like I think Jacob fights kind of crazy. But he has gotten a decision recently. This isn't the guy that's like, but he's a good prospect though. I think I was listening to a guy who does a lot on KSW and watches a lot of, like, he's watched all KSW for his whole life, and he was just like, he likes the guy, like some other guys in KSW that he's beaten in close decisions or drawn against a lot better than him. He's like, he thinks he's good, but like he's like, not that good.
Yeah, I think Patchy is just kind of like a little bit better everywhere. Yeah, I think he wins pretty solidly. I think I guess this is kind of like obvious he's a bigger favorite, but I think if someone was going to finish, I think it would definitely be more likely to be Patchy. And also when you think about what Jack said too about, even like the line against Batista, like he was minus like 180, almost minus 200 against Batista, like a top 10 bantamweight in the world. Now he's minus like 275 against like a guy making his debut. Yeah, I think Patchy wins, like definitely parlay piece wins, like should win like comfortably.
Then we've got Yana Santos versus Macy Chiasson. Macy's minus 205. Yana is plus 170. Another spot where it's like, is this a dog or pass?
I kind of love Yana here. I think she's also, I think what she showed in her last fight against Maisha was like really impressive.
Yeah, she's not bad.
And like, I think this is kind of like her renaissance in her career, her second kind of go around. And I think she looks like she's in great shape. Maybe she has a similar doctor that her husband had. And Macy sometimes leaves some things to be desired. I actually like Macy at points where I'm like, she could be really damn good, but she makes fights 50-50 all the time. And I think Yana, if this stays on the feet, which I think it can, like I think Yana can win a striking fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's dog or pass 100%. Like I think this is honestly like a coin flip. Like I'm almost like I'm pretty like surprised at this line.
And it was
I thought it was much closer to even.
Because it came in. Like there was some action on Yana earlier in the week, but it's blown back out a little bit to where it was before that. So somebody likes Yana, somebody likes Macy, but it's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's just like we're doing this, and then in the background I just hear, doctor. That's just more funny than anything. But this is a fight. I really like Yana here. I think she's a really good bet. I'm gonna definitely be betting her.
Yeah. Then we've got the return of Harrison Frances's favorite featherweight of all time, Ju Sang Yu, Zombie Jr., against Daniel Santos. Zombie Jr. plus 120, Daniel Santos minus 142. We've only seen 28 seconds of Zombie Jr. in the UFC. Very impressive performance. Very impressive. Is that enough to make you take a stab at plus 120 here?
I close my eyes and I think about this fight. Great fight, by the way. I love this matchmaking. It's a fascinating fight, but I just close my eyes and like I see Harrison on the campus of Fairfield University, and he's just telling all his boys about this guy, like Ju Sang Yu, like he's the next GOAT, Korean Zombie Jr., like Zombie Jr.
Watching early, don't miss the
prelims. Guys, like you got to come over. Like we're not going out. We're and like they're all in a dorm room. Ju Sang Yu just gets fucked up, like just Daniel Santos, just like, and then he's just like, damn, no, guys, don't worry about it. Like this is not what I thought was gonna happen.
Everyone's got their like weekly allowance on.
Yes, yeah. It's like we always encourage people to bet responsibly, but those people, they just like everybody goes all in on Ju Sang Yu, and he's like, this is a lock. Like, trust me. And all of his friends are like, yeah, man, this guy like trains, like he works out with like he does Muay Thai, like he knows what he's talking about, and then he's fucked up.
Oh, I like hate so much that you said that because I completely could see that, but there's also that little part of me that's like, I think you might be, as the kids say, one of them ones.
That's fat.
I think he might be. I feel that. I think he really might be. Like, he's just so fast and so powerful. Like, I think he might be one. Like, we just don't really know yet. Like, we haven't seen him. Like, this is a huge test. This is a huge jump up. Without question, like the toughest guy by far he's ever fought. But I mean, I just think he might be one of those guys where, like, if Santos maybe Santos can grind him out, but I think it might not matter because I think you might have the death touch. Like, if you go back and watch like his fights, like he's a Korean Zombie guy, obviously Zombie Jr. with his like camp, and so like for that, like he murders people. Like when he hits them, they die. And I think he might just be like that kind of guy. He's just so like he's just a freak, like for the weight class too. Like,
Yeah,
big, fast,
huge,
powerful. Like he's just a monster. I think he might be one of those guys. I think Harrison like might be like the man around campus after this, maybe.
There's a reason he's Harrison's guy.
Like like he might have won like the whole fifth floor, like their drinking money for the night.
Then we've got Chris Gutierrez versus Farid Basharat. I think Basharat's maybe the second biggest favorite on the card. He's up there, or no, maybe third. Minus 425. Chris Gutierrez plus 330. I think Basharat wins this fight.
Yeah, I think he's safe. Like even as a straight bet. Like I know people want to parlay. He just like is. I think the grappling edge is so big. I think he's going to really control this fight. And even on the feet, I don't think it's going to be that much of a difficult, like, let's say he stops a few takedowns in the third round. I wouldn't be concerned. Like, I think Basharat can control himself on the feet and stand with them. Is he going to win every moment on the feet? No, but I think I like Basharat here.
Yeah, I do too. I think he can win it striking. The grappling upside is going to be massive. I think he's gonna be able to get takedowns. He'll be able to, like, I don't know if he gets a finish, but I think he'll be able to hold them down if he wants to for long periods of time during the rounds.
Yeah.
Then headlining the prelims, we've got Edmund Shabazian versus Andre Muniz. Muniz is plus 240, Shabazian minus 298. I feel like Shabazian's looked pretty good recently. He won his last, lost the one before that, right?
He's looked better. He's definitely looked better.
I like Edmund.
He won his last two. No, he won his last two.
His cardio's looked better.
I also think like Muniz, like, is this out yet? The K, like I think an Edmund KO prop is live here.
100%.
I don't think it's out yet.
I said to Jack, this fight went under the radar for me. It kind of slipped my mind. Like this was not one that I like. He almost like reminded me. I like forgot that Shabazi was on the card.
Yeah,
but I think this is a good matchup for Shabazian. Like Muniz is a guy that his cardio is not like fantastic,
and he wins this one. He's putting together a good streak here.
And Muniz hasn't been like he had his little run a couple of years ago. I feel like he's on the downward trajectory. I agree with Jack. Like I think Shabazian probably. I think he's going to be way too fast in the feet. Like maybe Muniz is able to get some takedowns early. Like if he's not, he's going to die on the feet. I think he probably gets knocked out. I agree.
Then we move on to the main card: Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Be that guy, Joe Pyfer. Pyfer's minus 245. Magomedov plus 200. Another one where I feel pretty confident in the favorite here. I would bet Joe Pyfer minus 245 in this fight. I think.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Jack. I was just gonna say I think this is just like a fascinating matchmaking. I don't have like a great feel on this.
It's tough because I think like some of the punches that Joe Pyfer landed on Kelvin Gastelum in their last fight, where Kelvin kind of looked good, but like Kelvin has literally the greatest chin in the history of the UFC. I think a lot of those punches would put out Abus.
Yeah, fair.
I want to bet Abus, but I don't know.
He's shown better cardio like more recently. I'm saying like Abus has.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he has.
But I think you do make a great point about like the shots that that gassed them 8. Like I agree 100%. Like if he's able to land as clean on Abus as he did on Gastelum, he probably gets a knockout. Like
yeah.
I don't fault you like wanting to like Abus. I can see it in your head. Abus plus 200 is staring at you. I can see it. I can see that.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm also looking at the total under 1.5 plus 114. Like I think this could be. I just think Abus has upside, but also Piper has a tough chin as well too. Like it's not like Piper is anything like.
He also does have the wrestling background. Like who do you think Abus is probably faster on the feet, but doesn't hit nearly as hard.
Is he even faster? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's maybe a little bit faster. I don't know if he's like just a flat out better striker. Like I think it's pretty. And Piper's got the wrestling background. Like he's not a guy that I think you're gonna have a ton of grappling success. Like we've seen Abus do more of that in his recent fights than we did like earlier in his UFC career.
Yeah,
he did some quick knockouts. And then he had a good first round against Strickland, and then he got melted.
It's probably a rightful favorite.
I think I have a hard time picturing how Abus wins. Like, what does he do here to get his hand raised? And I see like more pass with Piper because I think Piper, he's always lied to knock someone out. Like that's always in play in any fight he's in ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Piper wins. Parlay piece maybe. Not like my most, but like I think he should be the favorite. I think it makes sense.
Then we've got Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. Josh Emmett is plus 340, Zalal minus 440. If I feel like this is one of those, like if Emmett's going to win the fight, it'll probably be a knockout. So do you just wait until the knockout line comes if you want to play him and get it at an even crazier price, or is the plus 340 enough?
I don't see how. I just don't see how Josh Emmett wins this. I mean,
I don't think he wins this. Yeah,
no, I think that's it. That's his one path.
I think there's like a 5 to 10% chance he knocks him out. A 5% chance he outstrikes him. Outside of that, though, I just don't. I don't see it. Like I think Zalal is legitimately so much better than him.
Yeah.
He's going to be so much quicker. I mean, Emmett throws fast, but like just like the overall fight moves, like he's just going to be quicker in there. Like Emmett kind of like just
more athletic.
Like he just throws overhand rights, and that's no disrespect to Emmett. He's a great fighter. It's just now, do I think Zalal can find a finish? I don't know. I think he can get Emmett down. Maybe find a situation similar to like what Yair did when he choked out Emmett. But I think Zalal is just that guy, and he's going to continue to show us he's that guy. The only time we've really seen Zalal not look amazing is against Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd get a back take, Jack. I don't think it's like another punch. He gets like a rear naked choke or something. He's just going to be like so much faster, younger, more athletic. Like Emmett's old, dude. Like he's almost 40, or he is 40. I know he's close to 40. I mean, guys in those lower weight classes, like it's tough to stick around. Like a guy like Zalal, like in his prime, like just ascending. I think he could even win just like on the feet, just like avoiding big shots and just picking him apart. But I think he could even like take his back. Like he's not gonna want to stay in that like boxing range with him a ton. He's going to get in and get out. But yeah, I think Zalal wins like pretty comfortably.
Then we've got an awesome fight between Yuri Prochazka and Khalil Roundtree Jr. I can't talk. I got a root canal yesterday. Roundtree Jr. plus 150. Prochazka minus 180. Fascinating fight. Congrats to Yuri, who I believe just got his 18th master's degree. I almost view it as like, will Yuri's crazy fight style open him up to Roundtree beating the shit out of him in the way that it has in the past with like Poatan, or will that be his path to victory where it's like Roundtree's not going to be able to find a rhythm with Yuri? I don't know.
I kind of like Roundtree here. I don't know.
I do too. Honestly, I was just looking at the KO line is out in this fight. Listen, Yuri's been hit. He's been shinned. I know it's been by like Peloton, but we've seen him like even in his like before he was in the UFC, he's got shinned before. Like Khalil Roundtree plus 350 by knockout, I think is a crazy price. Like I think him being plus 150 and then being plus 350. Like I'm not saying he can't win a decision. I think he definitely can, 100%. But I think if you like, I'll probably be on Roundtree, take the money line. I think I'm going to be on Roundtree, take the money line, and I'll definitely sprinkle the knockout. I think Yuri to be plus 100 by knockout and Khalil to be plus 350 by knockout is off. Like I think
I didn't even realize the knockout line was like that. I agree. That sounds off to me.
Should be much closer in number. I'm fine with
especially Yuri leaves himself open to be hit famously.
Yes, hands down. Like I think Yuri, I'm fine with him being a small favorite, but I think those two KO lines being that different is surprising. Yeah. I thought it'd be more like plus 150 and plus like 225, maybe a little like maybe 250. 350 when his money line's 150, I think it's pretty high. He definitely could fight. He definitely could land a shot.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Roundtree has been like since Roundtree, since like COVID, the only time we've seen Roundtree finished is when Poton like had to legitimately like kill him for 3.5 rounds, and then
finally deep in the fourth round.
Deep in the fourth round. Like outside of that, like I think there's I know Yuri's such a finisher, but and he hits so hard, but it's so fascinating to me that Yuri inside the distance is minus 115.
Crazy.
And then Khalil inside the distance is plus 330. Like I would line both around like plus 150, plus 200. I just think Roundtree, like what he showed us against Jamal Hill, like let's not forget Jamal Hill like really starched Yuri a few times. Like yeah, I think I'll be on Roundtree. I haven't placed it yet, but at this point in time, I'm leaning Roundtree.
Then the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen for the bantamweight title. Merab minus 375, Corey plus 295. Merab just seems so unstoppable right now. It's just like, I know Corey Sandhagen does have some tools that make it interesting or at least intriguing enough to be like, let's see what happens. I don't think I'm going to bet on anything in this fight. Maybe I'll bet on. No, I'm not. I think I'm just staying away from this fight.
I don't hate a shot if fight doesn't go. It's plus like 220, I think. It's so tough because Merab is just so good. But there's also this part of me that is kind of, it's funny because I talked to Jack. I think me and Jack talked about it just quickly like the other day or something. And then I thought about it more and I was, like it just give me those weird vibes. Like whenever everyone thinks a guy is like unstoppable, it just feels like something like it's just MMA, like something crazy happens.
True.
And like, listen, Merab is unbelievable. He's been caught a couple of times, but he's just so good and his cardio is so good. I think he's even been like more defensively sound his last few fights. But Corey's got great cardio. Like I think you're getting like, I mean, Corey's been dying for this forever. It's funny because there's the weird. I think even Corey, I saw Corey mention in an interview like that weird MMA math where like he lost to Jan, he lost to Umar, and then Merab beat both those guys. But that's not MMA. That's not MMA math works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a shot if fight doesn't go. It's so tough because like I there's part of me that like wants to take a shot at Corey is this big of a dog. Because Merab really hasn't been priced like this before.
Yeah.
Like even Sugar, even this after dominating Sugar the first time, he wasn't even this big of a favorite against Sugar the second time. So we're and I think Corey has a better chance than Sugar does, or Sugar did, I should say. But yeah, I mean, I think Merab's probably going to win. But I think I'm going to take a shot at fight to go. Maybe it gets to midnight on Saturday, and I say fuck it. It's a little sprinkle on Corey, but I think Merab's probably going to win the fight. You never know.
I think like why I think Corey's worth a shot is I could see this being a really close 48-47 decision. Is Merab going to finish Corey? I don't know. I think Corey's like use of all his limbs really gives him the ability to possibly hurt Merab. I'm not saying finish him, and also we know that Corey's jiu-jitsu is amazing. But those may be the moments that allows him to win a round or two, maybe even steal a round. And then if he keeps it close, you could see it being there.
Maybe a knee up the middle.
We're also really, I was watching the fight against Umar. I think Merab won it, but it was close. And we're really judging Umar based off of what he did to Sean. And I think it's just like Corey is such a different fighter. And I think there's a chance for him to really shock the world here in a very close fight. I could even see a split decision. But I also think about that Corey fight against Umar.
Yeah.
And I just think like that's something that could really happen here where Merab just wins like almost every moment, or just like really like it's not like it's the dominant fight, but it's a 49, 46, 50, 45, never really close. Corey really couldn't get going. But yeah, it feels like Merab's in this flow state in his career right now where it's like nothing can go wrong.
Yeah.
It's just tough because usually, even what I was saying before this, like, oh, like this unbeatable guy, like usually it's like there's this kind of world where say like a Izzy, not that he was unbeatable, he had just lost Poetan, but like Izzy Sean Strickland where like comes after like maybe Izzy wasn't the most motivated, this and that. Like, with Merab, that's just not the case.
Yeah.
If there was anyone I'd bet on MMA right now to know they're like 100% on point and like not taking these opportunities for granted, not taking being the champ for granted, like all that, like it's Merab. Like that guy's fighting like the Rents do every time he fights.
And
he's training like that too.
It's not like Corey has this huge upside of a finish where like at least Sean did have that, where he could have like kind of like that touch of death. But like, I mean, Corey doesn't really have that.
He'd have to land like he'd have to land like a crazy kick or like a knee. Like
and I guess like
with his hands.
Merab's entries, like you could see something, but think about all the entries we've watched Merab do throughout his career, and he's never really gotten touched like that. But I mean, we have
only
seen
by Marlon Moraes.
That was just a hook.
Yeah,
like, and he's got way more pop than like Sandhagen doesn't have pop in his hands like that.
Marlon Moraes, a cop now with my buddy, the same police department.
Sick.
Is he a good guy?
Guy? He likes him. He just he says he's just very normal.
Out in the force is getting it done.
Yeah, he's out there getting it done. Yeah.
Then we've got Ank versus Poetan in the main event. Ank minus 285, Poetan plus 230. Tough fight. I hope it doesn't go the same way the first one goes. I don't want to watch a repeat of the first fight. I would like to see Poetan put up a little bit more of a fight. I just don't know. I have no idea.
I think somebody's getting finished here.
I think it's a solid bet. I think that's fair.
And
what fight doesn't go the distance?
I almost want to bet Poetan. Like this line's getting crazy, bro.
Yeah, fight doesn't go minus 150. I think I'm interested in that. Very interested in that.
Getting Poetan plus 230 is crazy.
And also
the fight was super close last time.
Yeah,
it was definitely close.
It was just boring. It was like
Ankalaev won for sure, in my opinion, but it was definitely like it wasn't like a total like just like domination. Although I do think he won on the feet, and I don't know if he gets enough credit for that he was winning the fight on the feet.
How do you guys feel about Poetan saying he was 30% in the last fight? Do you believe that?
I don't know.
It's so tough to
go off of Ev's point about Merab. I don't know how locked in Poetan is.
A lot of people are saying that because he's been making more skits and videos online and stuff and joking around with Moicano. And
now that may just not be true though. It may just be like whatever.
He's asking the fans about his shorts. People are like, "Don't worry about the shorts, brother. Worry about the win."
But I think there's a chance Ankalaev, like, for a fight doesn't go that position. he just really like there's a chance I think he gets a ground and pound finish here. And then there's also the shot that Poton just catches Ankalaev. So you get both. Obviously it's minus 150. But it also I keep thinking about that. I think also rematches never really go the same. Sometimes they do, but a lot of the times there's just so many things that are different. I also think there's a chance Ankalaev is a little bit more free flowing on the feet and not as cautious, which will help with the chance of maybe getting more takedowns and how he handles them on the ground. And all on the flip side, that may give Poton the chance to find one. And I also think Ankalaev, because there's like a little bit of pressure. It's like, hey man, come on. Like no one's gonna blame him if he just wins another 5-round fight against Poton, but there's upside to finishing people, and he wants to leave a mark. But I keep going. I keep going back and forth with Poton because it's plus 235. It's like last fight was close, or is this gonna look like DDP versus Sean Strickland, where it's like last fight was close, then it's like the domination. True, like, and it's just like it's a clear 50-45, 49-46 on one card. And they were like, oh, yeah, you took the big underdog who had a 48-47 controversial decision. So that's why I'm saying like rematches are always a little bit different. But that touch of death is something that Poton has that Sean didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also the thing that's worth mentioning too. Like Poton's old.
Yeah.
Like Ankalaev, I think is 32 or 33. Poton's like 39, I think.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just I guess when you say like that, Jack, it's funny because I was just kind of thinking the same thing. Not the DDP comparison, but more of like I could definitely see Ankalaev just making this like a dominant victory. Like I don't think that's out of the question at all.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I want to take Fight Doesn't Go, because I think like Poton's just always so live with the death touch. But I also like the thing with Ankalaev didn't really get a takedown, and I guess that's what concerns me. But also at the same time, if he's able to get a good takedown early in the round, like that could be the fight. And I think that's like very live. If he's able to just get one takedown, he puts Pereira like solidly just like on his back. It could be curtains. Like the dominance that he would have on top there would be so astronomical. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bet Fight Doesn't Go because I just don't believe that much in Peloton. But if he wins in a rematch, I think it would be because he clipped him.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna bet just Fight Doesn't Go and just root for carnage.
Yep.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching UFC 320 this weekend. Going to be a great card. Shout out New Amsterdam and DraftKings. We'll talk to you afterwards.